details of how to answer passages and that. And then finally, there's some small book called Student's Companion. I started reading it in senior fallback. I've never stopped reading it to date. It gives you a lot of information on different facts here and there, and it can help people to prepare well. Otherwise, many people I've seen are very good in paper 2, but paper 1 challenges them because of that. Now, I will go now to paper 2. Paper 2 for me was my biggest problem over the years. I could pass well paper 1 with 70s and all that, but paper 2 was always my problem. 1, there is no curriculum. But then number 2, I first attempted the mature age in 2018 December, and I did not pass paper 2. My brother passed and was the best. When we compared the notes how he was able to make it, I realized my question approach was poor. That year there was a question of discuss, is it surgical management of esophageal fistula, is it enterocutaneous fistula? He told me I first defined the fistula. Then I gave examples of fistula. Then I now went to enterocutaneous fistula. I gave the risk factors, the principle. So the question approach, in mature age, you write everything you know. So for me, what I was doing, I could write answers, let's say list maybe 5 causes of, let's say, I'm giving just an example, list maybe 5 causes of maybe Paget's disease, and you just list, you will not get the 25 marks. You have to first define the Paget's disease, the risk factors, the complications, etc. I will not go much beyond there for now. Then 2, analyzing the past papers. They are very helpful. I saw somebody today talking against past papers, all that. Well, he deserves his opinion. But I realized I didn't give much attention before to past papers. And yet some questions keep on coming back. In those years, they could repeat like 2 questions from the previous year. Like 2 questions from the previous year, which, people maybe didn't do well. So, and for you who are coming to sit this year or next year, you will have to go for past papers for more than even 10 years, because I just realized recently that even the number of respiration, breathing in and out has ever been set. I did not know. 3, that book it has been talked about. I will not overemphasize it, but it can help you a lot in the question approach, the book of the Higher Education Consult. Then in 2020, I think 2021, I came to Makerere here because I'd done mature age twice and I'd not passed, and I was exhausted. I wanted to change to pharmacy. I made the head of department pharmacy. He's now an associate professor, Pokoyo Kamba. I think he's an associate professor. I wanted to change to pharmacy. And then he advised me that, you know what? Every 5 years, we change the examiners for mature age. So he asked me, what have they been setting for you? I told him, say, okay, it means it has been medicine surgery, which has been setting mostly. So if last year they have set genetics, molecular biology, then it means you should start reading that area as well, give it emphasis. And that's what had happened in 2019. They had changed the paper completely from what was there in the previous year or the previous years, and had not made it. So, and then if you observe 2019, 2021, 2022, the papers are similar, very similar. We come to 2024, it has again changed. So it is upon you to discover which areas have they given much attention, because every 5 years, they change the examiners. I will also say the sources, the books that you use also matter a lot. Yes, Higher Education Consult has given us some books to read. There are also other books that one can benefit from. The way the information flows in those books, it helps you to prepare yourself very well. So, and almost last but not least, I will have to tell you, there is no journal without a scar. The amount of reading, you have to be well versed in many, like I mentioned, all anatomy and all that, all those genetics. You have to be well versed so that whether the paper comes to the left or to the right or to the central, you are there. Actually, you have to read like you are doing MBCHD already in your final year or that in order to prepare best. Then discussions. Get people who are preparing to sit for the examinations, who are close by to you. Have discussions with them. And me, one of the things I was doing, every day I could read a topic. I wake up in the morning before I go to work, I read a topic. In the evening, sometimes I'm tired, I do nothing much, but I can watch news or that kind of thing. Every day, Read something small every day. By the end of a month, you have read 30 topics. By the end of 2 months, 60. Like that, like that, like that. And maybe what also I could say is to have that spirit of not giving up. You know, I've done these things 5 consecutive times. But what could drive me was that I am already in the middle of the war. I'm already in the middle of the journey. I cannot walk backwards. And I knew that one day it will be my turn. That's why I will strongly encourage people to watch that video. Don't be discouraged that I have failed once, or have failed twice. Sometimes I can say your time has not yet come. When it is your time, for me when it was my time, you have seen the results. There was no magic about it. I'm very sure the only thing I failed in that paper was defining primary health care. I'd taken many years without reading it, so I think I got 1 out of the 5 marks probably allocated for it. But there was nothing else that I failed, and that's how I managed to get the 96. But it did not just come that easy. Every year, I could go back, review the previous year's papers, and all that. Go to these books. They are heavy books that I've been using, Lippincott, Kaplan, videos, and all of that. Even at work, I was always reading. And of course, getting in touch with administrators here for guidance here and there, question approach, which is very, very important. And at the end of the day, by the time you go for the examination and you are well versed with different course units, not just anatomy alone, but physiology as well, but genetics, but molecular biology, but immunology, microbiology, surgery, pediatrics, obstetrics, you verse with all those course units. At the end of the day, you will find yourself excelling, because there is no question they said that I had read in book. I've been reading, preparing that. No, I just integrated the knowledge during the examination. But there was nothing that I'd read in the past 1 year of the things that they said in the examination. But I was able to integrate the knowledge slowly until I raised that. Thank you very much.
Wow. I think Mr. Opio has done a great job sealing up the tricks of cracking the code. I can see so many thumbs up, and I can see so many claps here and there. So thank you, Mr. Opio, for first of all encouraging someone out there who has tried for his second time, just the second time. Maybe someone who has done for the 3rd time and he has failed, just 3rd time. Mr. Opio, now Dr. Opio has done how many? 5 times. The 5th time. 5 times. And he was able to pass on the 5th time. You remember the famous story of the guy who was inventing the bulb. He did how many? 99 experiments, and he was not able to. Yes. But he was finally able to discover, 99 times.